Chat with Nobody Else's Auto. It is Friday afternoon. It's a beautiful day out. We've got a little bit of breeze, but not a ton. So we're gonna go wander around the yard a little bit, check some things out. If you guys got any questions, be sure to throw them up there. We'll try to get to them. That's one of the problems about being on a nice, bright, sunny day. Sometimes it's tough to see the screen, but we'll sure try to get to what we can. So lots of things happening, lots of new inventory coming in. Last couple weeks have been crazy. We've been out of town on race week, and just tons of stuff happening. So we haven't done a live for a while, so we thought we'd bring you guys one. Jump on, have a good time, ask questions. If you want to see something, we'll sure try to walk by it and check out some of the stuff that's going on around here as of lately. It's been 2 or 3 months since we did one of these, so we'll start wandering around. If you see something you want to see a little better, we'll walk around it. Just throw it up there, questions. We can walk towards something, whatever you want to see. El Camino just came in recently, just did a video on that. We'll be getting that up soon. 49 Chevy 5-window custom cab pickup just came in recently. Haven't even got a video done on that yet. 79 Camaro, come out of storage, been in a garage for almost 20 years. Lots of cool stuff happening, lots of inventory coming in. I don't know what's been going on here this spring, but I've stumbled onto a ton of stuff and been able to buy most of it. The Jack of all trades 54 Ford still here. Can't believe nobody's snagged that one up yet. Be sure to check out the video on the Jack of all trades. A lot of really cool features about that truck that are there for one reason and one reason only, and that's because those trucks were work trucks back in the day. They weren't the cherished pieces that we had that they were looked at today. They were there for one reason, that was to work. That truck has a ton of modifications on it specifically for that. So we'll just got to keep wandering around. Like I said, if you got questions, be sure to throw them up there. As long as we can see the screen, which is tough in the glare, we'll try to get to them.
Caprice headlight buckets, do you still have it?
It depends on which Caprice we're talking about, what year, things like that. So
Rear interior window trim that holds the headliner.
Okay, yeah. If I don't know what vehicle we're talking about, it's pretty tough.
66 Buick Skylark Gs, 2-door.
I don't have any hardtops. I've got some posts in that.
Not 2-door.
35 Chevy truck. We haven't even gotten to a video on that one yet. We need to get you a video on that pretty cool old truck.
2-door on the Caprice headlights.
There again, depends on what year, so we know what front end we're talking about, things like that. So we'll kind of shoot off over this way, start doing a little more wandering.
How much on the level air badge?
I got to decide what I'm going to do with that yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to get that, see if we can print those, or if I'm just going to sell it outright. So it's got one brake in it, but all the pieces are there. It's a cool piece. So 76 Cutlass. Really cool 65 Plymouth Fury 3 station wagon. Actually, it's a station wagon body that was actually an ambulance originally. I believe we've got that on a video before. Amc Pacer, the classic Amc Pacer.
78 Caprice.
78 Caprice.
The the headlights.
I don't have any nose parts left for that. I've got 177, but I've sold all the nose out of it.
And then 2-door on the Skylark parts.
Okay, I don't have any hard tops. I don't know if you got a hard top or a post. I've got a post body that may have some of it. But as we keep wandering around, like I said, we'll sure try to catch whatever questions we can get to. 37 Chevy body that came in this spring, 2-door sedan, not a ton left of it, but still has some pretty good pieces.
63 Dodge D100 swept line project.
I've got a 64 half-ton short bed. I've got a 68 half-ton short bed, and I've got a 64 half-ton long bed. All three of those trucks are pretty much complete and intact.
58 Atronic guy from Buick Old Chevy, or one from a 59 Buick.
I don't have any 59 Buicks that have them. I've got some vehicles in that era. There are differences between the different years depending on exactly which one you need, but I don't think I've got a 59. I do have a 60 Cadillac that may have it in it still. Another one that just came in, 1992 Camaro RS. Just a V6 automatic car, 87,000 miles. Literally just picked that car up. Haven't done a video on that yet either. Like I said, tons of cool stuff coming in. Going past some of the F bodies here. 50s era GM stuff. More 50s era GM stuff. We'll just head right on down the middle here and keep wandering.
50/80 5-window Chevy cabs.
I've got some 5-window cabs left. If we're talking about conventional, I don't have any COE cabs at all in that era. But I do still have some 5 windows left. So we're just gonna keep wandering. Here's a bunch of the Chevy Trucks right now. In fact, this one right here is a 5-window right here on the front corner. GM A-body stuff, late 60s, early 70s. A few Tempests and Novas in there. The bulk of that section's all A-body. This stuff here in the middle is kind of a mixture. It's kind of become a dumping ground. It needs to be resorted. There's a little bit of everything in this group. So you never know what's going to be in there. You see all kinds of different stuff in there, from what was a Pontiac sedan delivery, 63 Ford pickup, G-body Malibu, 46 Chevy Sunbird convertible, and a 54 Plymouth. So like Mike said, that whole area is just stuff that's been coming in over the last year, and it got dumped and hasn't been sorted. This section right here was 60s and 70s GM. I'm resorting this into 50s era GM as I'm reshuffling everything, all the stuff we brought in from my dad's place, plus all the stuff in the yard I bought next to me. So this is kind of a mixture. We got some of this 50 stuff brought in here. Obviously 54 Pontiac station wagon. I've got 2 of those on the ground right now. And I'm starting to move some of this other stuff in here. Lots of Buicks in here that came in from Dad's place from the 40s and 50s. And still some 60s stuff in here as well that has not gotten moved yet. So there again, this whole area is getting ready to be reshuffled, regrouped. You know, a few more in there, 63 Impala, 68 Impala, 61 Biscayne, all that stuff needs to come out to make more room for some of this 40s and 50s era stuff in this area. More trucks over here. The bulk of this area is international. There's a few Fords and a few Studebakers in there. Once again, all this stuff's going to get reshuffled. I've had so much stuff coming in, plus the stuff we bought next to me, that we just got to make some room and start resorting. So as always, if you got questions, comments, you want to walk by a certain vehicle, throw it up there. We'll sure try to get by there. We've got a little bit of water out here today. We got quite a bit of rain last night, but it's been pretty nice today, so a lot of it is drying up. We do still have some puddles out here. We'll keep working our way through here. This stuff is the Mopar section. Really cool 37 Plymouth just came in this spring. Beautiful nose on that car. Let's take a good look at the nose on that thing. Amazingly straight. You know, these things stuck right out in the front. There wasn't much to protect them. And surprisingly, this thing has survived amazingly well. The remains of a 69 Roadrunner. It's a rough old car, but it does have tags, and it is titled, and it is a factory 383 4-speed Roadrunner. So it does still have some good things going for it. And structurally underneath, the rear frame rails and everything, the rear section of the body, that car looks great. So lots of cool Mopar stuff. The 66 Charger. Factory 383 car. There again, not a ton left of it, but still a lot of good pieces. Really cool 65 Newport that just came in recently. We did a video on this car a few weeks ago. This thing is super cool. I know it's a big old Newport. I know it's not the most popular car out there, but this thing is awesome. Big old huge slab-sided car, good looking lines, factory bucket seats, console, floor shifter, vacuum gauge, awesome dash cluster in it. These are just good looking cars. They really don't get the credit they deserve. They've been so overshadowed by the muscle car Mopars, but these are a good looking car. 56 New Yorker two-door hardtop, all kinds of Mopars in that section. A couple more cool cars that came in recently right there. 1956 Lincoln, definitely a car you don't see every day. And a 1958 Ford Retract. Yeah, we actually had a Retract show up here recently. So I've never owned a Retract, so I was pretty excited when this car showed up. If you're not familiar with these, we do have a video on this car. You can go watch the whole video on it if you're interested. This whole roof lifts up, slides back, and sits into the trunk. Very elaborate mechanism that literally lifts it up, picks it up. This front part folds up underneath, and then the whole thing just shifts back. And this opens backwards, so it opens like this, and the roof sits down in there. This closes, and you've got a convertible or a hardtop. So really unique car. They've been in it for 3 years, 57, 58, 59. We see some of this technology in today's cars where they have a fixed roof that will retract. But in the late 50s, that was groundbreaking technology and a very unique, very neat, very cool car. So we'll just kind of keep wandering. Like I said, if there's something you guys want to see specifically, be sure to try to get it to you or try to get by something and show it to you at least. More GM A bodies over here. Lots of Buick Skylarks, a few Chevelles in there. Super cool old Dodge pickup that just came in a couple months ago. Haven't got this put away yet either. About a 49 Dodge 1-ton custom rear fender. One thing about that rear fender, I don't think you want to rub up against it. That's got some pretty sharp edges. on that custom rear fender, but I guess at least get kept for the rocks from flying up and hitting something or hitting the side of the truck. Good looking truck, chrome nose, with the chrome bar nose with the stainless bars. Something you don't see every day anymore either on these things. More Mopars over here. Really funky little fastback type Plymouth. A row of Chargers, 73, 74 Chargers. All kinds of stuff. Sheet metal, 68 to 79 Ford pickup, sheet metal doors, hoods. Another cool old Dodge truck that hasn't gotten put away. Late, like a 46, 47 era Dodge. It was a bigger truck, like a 1.5 ton or 2 ton. But like I said, other than the front fenders, all that stuff will fit pickup. The grill, the cab, the hood, that's all the same as pickup. Just the fenders had a wider opening on them. So it took, for the bigger tire and wheel package. So we'll keep heading around, we'll keep wandering. Like I said, if you've got comments, be sure to throw them up there. We'll sure try to catch what we can. It's kind of difficult in the sun. It's so bright out here, but that's kind of why we're out here wandering around today, because it is a pretty nice day. Cabs that just came in, one of the 148 to 50 Dodge, 151 to 53 Dodge, 1.5 window, 1.3 window, but both good solid cabs. As we keep walking this way, you're going to see a lot of cabs. If you're doing a pickup, you want to build a hot rod, we have probably right now right around 100 cabs that are already off, lined up on pallets ready to go. Internationals, Fords, more internationals, GM stuff. There's 6 or 8 39 to 46 era GM cabs right there in that one section.
What's in the storage trailer?
Storage trailers are all parts. Just miscellaneous parts depending on what I needed to put inside. So, and that's one thing about why that phone call is so important, so I get a list of what you need. I may have something in the trailer, but you're not going to see it on the car. So, obviously more cabs there, a row of Diamond T's over there. 37 Ford, 37, 38 Chevy, 51 GMC. Another batch of Fords here, some 48 to 50, some 51, 52s. And there's 1 or 2 53 to 55s even in there too. So, and even more cabs over here. More Fords, more Dodges, more Internationals, more GMs. There's one of the early, there's a 62 Ford cab over, snub nose cab over. That's a pretty unique cab. We've also got a lot of beds. There's a bed off of a 60 Chevy step-side long bed. 2 stacks of brand new takeoff S10 beds, square S10 beds. So not only do we have a lot of cabs, we've got a lot of beds, a whole section of beds over here. Square body dually bed with basically no rust in it. Short bed step side for a 60 off of a 67 Chevy pickup. 48 to 52 era Ford big bed for an F2 or an F3.
Any new F bodies?
Just the 92 Camaro RS we just walked by. Then of course my 02 Ram air car that I just bought to keep. Seemed like I bought another F body, but I don't remember what it was. I think the last one was that blue 79 Camaro. So the 92 RS that we just walked by a little bit ago, and we'll have a new video on that here soon. But while we're here, let's check out this bed. Here's kind of a cool Ford bed. This is a 48 to 52 era F1 bed. Pickup bed trailer. It was used over the years, used and abused. Fenders are kind of dented up. Not a ton of rust in it. But what's unique about this bed, it's hiding a secret. If you're building a patina truck and you like Fords and you like gas and oil, because a lot of us like gas and oil, signs, oil cans, cool stuff like that. If you like that stuff and you want to build a patina Ford, this is your bed. Take a look inside of this thing. Look what they made the bed floor out of. They literally cut up, looks like probably 2 mobile gas. I don't think they could have got all that out of one, but maybe they did get it out of one. Mobile gas porcelain signs to make the bed floor. Sure, the floor rotted out. They needed a piece of metal for it. Had a couple signs laying there, chopped them up, made a bed floor. Crazy to think about in today's world, but what's been done's been done. We can't reverse it. But if you're building a Ford patina truck and you like mobile or any sort of gas and oil, that's a great bed for it. Obviously back here you see more cabs lined up. More cabs over there. We got cabs everywhere. So pretty extensive selection. This whole area needs to be regrouped. This area was real low. We've got the center raised. I need to move all these cabs off of the edges into the center. so that we can raise the edges of this area as well and get this all up a little more so we get the water to drain off of it. So obviously you can see behind us, there's the new yard, the stuff that we bought about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. Have not even had time to even start integrating that inventory into here, so tons of cool stuff over there too. We might try to get over there a little later. This section right here is all 60s era full-size GM. This section, and I've gotten quite a bit of work done here. I've got a long ways to go. I've got Pontiac done, I've got Buick done, but this is all 59 to 70 full-size GM, everything back here. Obviously these beds and cabs here just got stuck here on the edge just because it was a place to dump stuff. But once we get a little further back, like that whole row there, full-size 66 Pontiac. Once we get past the G-Body El Camino,
60 DeSoto.
Do not have any 60 DeSotos at all. There's some 67 full-size Grand Prix, some 70 Pontiac full-size Catalinas and Bonnevilles. And there's some Chevys and Oldsmobiles here that are just kind of getting shuffled to this area because this is the general vicinity of where they're going to go eventually. So as I'm moving cars, I get them over into this area, and then we get into the Buicks. Other than all these Chevys I've stuck here on the edge, we see a lot of 59 Buicks, a lot of 60 Buicks. And we'll work our way on back to 61, 62, 63. Just I got all these Chevys in the way because they're coming to this area anyway, so as I'm moving them, they're getting sat here on the edge. The 63 Chevy pickup, custom cab 3/4 ton C20, just got stuck here because there was a hole there to roll it off, and I needed a place to roll it off. So anyway, this whole area here, we got all kinds of fill dirt back here we're using to level. This whole entire area we just looked at that had the 60s era GM cars in it. You know, a couple years ago, this whole area would sit in 1.5 foot of water. So our good buddy BJ's got over this backhoe, been leveling a lot of this out for us. Lots of fill dirt to work with, so we've been making headway trying to get things organized. So we'll kind of head off over this direction, check out some more stuff.